manipulates the concept of slavery in Islam. See, there is no concept of slavery in Islam. Slavery was already there before Islam. Islam came and dealt with it. And the problem with the traditional scholars, all the dais, is that they say that Islam permits slavery, or Islam is okay when you capture slaves and have sex with them without their permission or without marriage. Now this is something which is alien to the Quran, and Quran says that you have to marry your slaves if you have to uh, have sex with them. And there's nowhere in the Quran, or as far as I know in any Sahih Hadith, which actually says that you can have sex with your slaves without marriage or without their permission. There is no such Quranic verse or hadith. Yes, there may be some hadith which does suggest, like people are capturing slaves and asking that their husbands are alive, so can we do sex with them. But if you look that in the light of the Quran, it becomes clear that whenever a slave comes to a Muslim's territory, he or she is from the opposite side. He or she is not treated as a slave, rather they are treated as a free person. So those slaves are given the choice to marry any of the Muslims around there without the permission, even though their husbands are alive, and even though the husbands have not divorced them. So this actually proves that if there's a war between Muslims and the slaves of that side comes to this side, then they are not treated as slaves. They cannot be taken as captives. Islam differentiates between captives and slaves, and the captives cannot be made slaves. But those slaves who are already slaves, if they come to us, then they will be treated like free person, and their marriage with their previous husbands will be considered void, and they have the right to marry any Muslim they want to. This can be seen from the Quran, in the Surah Nisa, as well as in I think Surah Hashr or in Surah Mujadila, where if the woman comes from that side to this side, there's no need to do anything.